Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Mark Jennison, and this is the Comeback Corner. This is tonight. I want to talk a little. It's a very special episode to me today because we're filming this on my 9-month anniversary of my sobriety. I've got a good friend of mine, Jason Braun, here with me. He's we met on my way back out of rehab, but we're actually not going to talk too much about addiction and stuff tonight. I think we're going to keep it light because this guy's kind of a funny guy. Just ask him; he'll tell you. And but we're going to talk about commitment. Maybe a little bit about fitness, what it takes to, let's talk a little bit about the car business too, we'll get into that. But I want to talk a little bit about today since we're coming towards the end of my car sales days. What my day was like today on this day. So this morning, this is my second time at the gym. I sold 4 cars today, delivered 3. We shot 2 videos. We're here shooting again. And I had to stay 9 months sober, and I barely ate. But what I want to talk about is what it takes to be committed to live your life on that type of level and what you need to do to move into abundance. I call it abundance land, or to really commit to your goals, your dreams, your dedication, whether it's fitness, overcome addiction, business plans. I know this guy's got some business plans, just kind of stuff like that. So Jason, let's talk about, you see commitment in me every day probably. You've worked with a lot of people in different dealerships. Let's just hear a little bit about you. Where you came from, your background, stuff like that.
So, my name is Jason Braun once again. Thanks for having me here on Comeback Corner. Glad to be here. I started in the car business in 1999. I started out selling cars. It's kind of funny. I was sleeping on couches, crashing at different people's houses. I think I just broke up with one of my girlfriends at the time. She kicked me out of the house that we lived in.
It seems like a common theme with
seriously, with the car business. So I was sleeping on couches, going from buddy's house, and my car broke down, and I didn't have a car. I was just getting let go from my job. I used to sell cell phones at a cellular place.
Were you good?
I was very good, but I was getting let go because I might have been bending the rules a little bit and hooking a lot of people up with some phones. So anyways, I was getting let go from that job. My car broke down. Didn't have a dollar to my name. And everybody's always been telling me, dude, you'd be a good car salesman. Why don't you go try selling cars? And to me, when I thought about car salespeople, I thought about the stigma that went along with car sales. I'm sure some people out there.
Slime bag with a chain.
Gold chain wearing, slick back hair having, weight lifting, bromancing going on. But that's the stigma that I had, and I'm like, I don't know if I really want to do that. But then my car broke, and I literally heard that in the car business, if you're good, you get a demo. So I was like, well, I need a car. So what better place than go try to sell some cars? So went and interviewed for a place, and it was kind of funny, the guy that I was talking to, who ended up hiring me, I overheard him talking after my interview, and he was in the hallway talking to another manager, and he's like, if this kid's no good, we just fire him. And when he came back, I never forget, it kind of lit a different fire in me, and when he came back in the office to tell me that he was going to give me a try, I said, before he even said anything, you're hired or whatever, I said, trust me, once you hire me, you'll never look back, and we'll sell a lot of cars together and we'll make a lot of money. So he's like, we'll see, kid.
So what you say at that time, before you even knew what commitment was, you were committed?
I was committed in the car business. I was committed, baby. So my first month, they didn't let me turn me loose. They had me train, and didn't really have a mentor, but they introduced me to some car guys, and one of the guys in particular, Pat Wickard, he took me under his wing and kind of showed me the ropes a little bit. And my first month selling cars, they finally turned me loose the last 2 weeks in April, and I did 10 cars, and then the following month I did 13, and then I did 16, then I did 19. And from there, kind of the sky's the limit. I did have some months where I thought I was smarter than everybody and regressed, before I really knew what was going on. But car business has been good to me, man. I left and came back multiple times, tried other ventures multiple times. But really, I don't know how to compare sales to, but it's kind of like an addiction. Once you get that 10 grand check, that 15 grand check, that 20 grand check, once you start getting some paychecks like that when you had nothing, when you slept on couches, to get that big check, it's kind of like a high, like an instant, oh my gosh, I made it,
Right.
And yeah, man. So I've been in the car business ever since.
That's how you got into the car business. And now, so you've been a car salesman. You've been a
Right now, I'm a finance manager.
Manager, right?
Yeah.
Manager. How did that transition go? What made you? Because I've never had any finance manager. I guess Ron might have been a finance guy at one point, but I think never to like the level that you are. What was it like to commit from? And the reason I'm asking this is for what I'm about to do in my life, to make a switch from something similar but different.
Yeah.
How did you have to commit to that?
You know, it was. Was
it a decision?
Yeah. You know, it's just a different mindset. When you go from controlling your own paycheck to, yeah, I do control my own paycheck somewhat, but I rely a lot more on my team. So I try to lead by encouraging. You know, it's a different mindset. You know, when I was selling, it was more about me. It was me. And now that I'm a management position, it's more about we, and I'm trying to encourage. But it's definitely a mindset. It's definitely a different transition that you have to go into. When you're used to it just being all about me to about we, it's a huge transition.
Okay. So let's talk now. You know, you're in finance. You're in the group. You're one of our guys right now. You're the top guy, but you're also looking. I'm gonna bring this up into maybe getting into real estate.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm getting at here in this whole point is there's a common recurrence of a common theme here. You have to commit to decide, commit, and then excel, right?
Absolutely.
So what does that mean to you on every single? Let's take sales out all together. What type of attitude do you have to take to make that decision? Because I want someone to take something away tonight. Because we know what I'm all about: motivation, acceleration. I solve problems. You know, that like the kind of attitude that you need to take to go wide open. How can we explain to these people that are out there that maybe there's finance guys, maybe there's salesmen that are going into finance guys? What can you give them to take away to commit to their dreams, their lives, their goals?
I'm going to tell you this right now. If you call Mark Jennison, Jennison Enterprises here, this guy's going to hook you up. First of all, he's motivating. You know, I never met somebody more motivating my whole life than this guy right here. And I've been around a lot of people. And what I mean by that is he's renewed. He's re-energized. He reinvigorated me into the point where my goals and my horizons have been broadened. You know, I know that it takes commitment, and I know it takes excellence, and I know it takes drive. Nobody's going to do it for you. There's not a magic pill out there, right? If there was, we'd be rich because we designed that magic pill that people could take and all of a sudden have the drive and have the desire.
Absolutely.
But I'm a firm believer in you truly can accomplish anything you want to accomplish. And I know that everything I've ever done in my life, if I put my mind to it, I know I've been successful.
Right.
I've been successful at every stage of my life. Maybe not to the point where I was cashing $1 million checks, but I've cashed some nice checks. And there's not a doubt in my mind that when I put my mind to something, I can achieve it. First you have to dream, then you have to believe, and then you can achieve. So if you dream it and you believe it, you will be able to achieve it. But it all starts with your dream, and then you have to believe in yourself.
So now that you brought that up, let's hear some of your dreams. Since you're throwing it out
Absolutely,
there, man.
absolutely.
I remember a morning meeting we had where you never called on me too, by the way. No, I never did get that chance. But I was all prepared. I was ready to rock and roll and tell my dreams, tell my my aspirations, things that I want to do. But now I get to flip it because this is my show. And I get to ask you, what are your dreams? Yeah, I've never heard. What's next for Jason Braun?
My dreams are this. I want to own apartment complexes. I want to get into real estate. I don't want to manage apartment complexes. I don't want to be involved in the day-to-day operations, right? But I want to have a 20 unit. I want to have a 100 unit. I want to have multi-unit. I want to build an empire, a real estate empire. And then, you know, I always talked about this, but I always wanted FU money, where no matter what, if anybody told me what to do, I could be like, I got FU money. I don't care. You know, my mom might not be able to make mortgage. FU, I got you. My brother might not be able to make a car payment. F it, I got it. You know, I want that kind of money. I don't want that kind of money just for myself, but I want that kind of money for my friends. I want that kind of money for my family members. And I truly want that kind of money for everybody out there. But you just got to go get it.
I could go on and on and on about my dreams, but I'm pretty sure that they're coming to fruition right in front of the camera every single day of my life right now. So we're not going to talk about that. The point that I want to make tonight out there, because I've been getting a lot of messages over and over and over, and this is a guy that I believe in, that I trust, who believes in me, that I'm watching him make the dreams, and I can see kind of a little shift in you lately as far as what you're dreaming about. It's like something stirring inside of you. So I want the people outside there, that my daily, we've got thousands of people that are watching these every single day in and day out. The point I want to make is, I'm kind of over talking about myself, to be honest with you, a little bit, but you are watching something develop in front of you right now, in me, correct?
Absolutely.
Every single day, this thing is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I'm looking around right now to myself, to Kevin behind the camera, to all the people that believe in me, and I even said something today. It's different when you've always believed in yourself. I've made the decision to believe. I'm one of the most confident people that you've met. And I believe in myself, and I know what I can do, and I know what I'm about, and I know my results. But I've always had resistance, or something, whether it was the addiction, whether it was an ex, whether it was whatever, something was holding me back. This time now, I got you on my side, I got you on my side, I got every single person, I got these people on my side, and the commitment that I want to tell you guys is so much stronger, okay? And the reason that I'm mentioning this is because you, as a team, I'm on your team, everyone on a team, if you get we're all together in this big, it starts the decision, do it yourself, but there's a whole network of people out there right now that can put it together, we can put a team together, we can motivate each other, we can go get our dreams, you can go get that big money, I can go to Bora Bora and live for the rest of my life, or whatever I want to do,
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying, like, whatever I want to do, but the point is, I made my first video and didn't know what I was doing. I'm walking out of the car business, or out of sales, into something in 90 days, going a completely different chapter, all because I had a dream that I could do what Grant Cardone does.
Yeah. The funny thing about it though is that it does start with a dream, right? And then it starts with your belief, and then you can achieve it. But you also, you kind of mentioned it yourself. You got to surround yourself with the right team around you, or the right people around you, because
I fully couldn't do this without the support. I couldn't do anything without you, without him, without Scott Kunis, without Ron getting me rehab.
Absolutely, man. It takes people to believe in you and to help you achieve your goals. Whatever it is you want to do, whatever dream or goal that you have, it takes the right people. You're always going to have naysayers. You're always going to have haters. You're always going to have people try to pull you back. The funny thing about it is, the people who are pulling you back are sometimes the closest ones to you, right? It could be a family member. It could be your mother, your brother. It could be people who truly believe in you and truly love you that are trying to pull you back down to them. And it's not because they don't love you. It's not because they don't want you to succeed. It's just because they don't have the vision.
Right.
And they don't have the belief.
Absolutely. Now I know in my little journey so far in the past 90 days, I felt a little bit of that, and we've talked about it.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to go out and say names or whatever, but I can tell you where I'm at now, because consistency, my commitment, consistency, and my desire to succeed is catching on. It's like a disease. I don't want to say a disease, but it's like
a fire.
It's like a fire.
It's like a
Like
little
all of a
forest
sudden
fire
right. The people that didn't really believe in me are like, "What is he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing?" Also, like, wait a minute, this guy might be onto something. This guy actually really does want to help people. We are a team. There are a lot of things going on. This isn't just about Mark being an arrogant, cocky prick in front of the camera. He actually wants to change something. Let's get out. Let's give him a little support. Let's give him a little support. And here we are.
Right. That's where a team and an accountability group really come in handy. 'Cause
Mastermind groups are really
we all hold each other accountable.
big right now.
We all, whether we call ourselves an accountability group or not, there's 3, 4, 5 of us that are constantly talking and constantly encouraging each other. Scott Kunis is another one. He was one today that when he was talking about what he wants to, he also wants to get in real estate and own apartment complexes, and he's going to. But he was like, how far along are you, Jason, with your journey? Where are you at right now, present tense, with your journey? And I'm just the squirrel, man, trying to save my nuts so then I can purchase, my first set of apartment buildings and then my first, empire. But it all starts somewhere. And that's not all I want to do, but that's one of my biggest goals and biggest aspirations, definitely.
well, I want to change the world. That's truly what I'm after. And I've read somewhere that people that are crazy enough to think they could change the world probably are. I've done some crazy shit in my life, and I really think that I can change the world, not alone, but as a group, as a team.
One person can truly change the world. It all starts with one idea and one person. You can go on from history. You got Martin Luther King Jr., you got Rosa Parks, you got so many people out there that it all started with an idea, a dream, and they're changing the world. Steve Jobs, the list goes on and on. Bill Gates, Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey was fired. She couldn't do a news job, right? And
she did a pretty good job.
She did a pretty good job. So it all starts with a dream.
Well, let's kind of land the plane here, just because I just wanted to touch on that, and we didn't really have. This is kind of a fun episode, off the cuff, just talk about dreams, desires. I mean, Kevin, you're on the other side of the camera. You got anything you want to say from back there? I mean, you got your 2 cents of this.
Yeah.
What's your dreams? You're just as much a part of this, the guy behind the camera. You want to get on here?
Come on over
here,
man.
Definitely.
Come on over here.
This is interesting. I want to see myself.
He wants to see himself. What do I look like?
Here, bud, have a seat.
Oh, right in the middle.
Right in the middle, the bromance.
What was the topic?
Just Brozilla. We're Brozilla in right now. Dreams, aspirations. What do you want to do?
Yeah, definitely.
Where do you see yourself?
I really want to be a huge inspiration to the Latino community. I think right now there's a lack of, big timers like Grant Cardone, Gary Vaynerchuk, Tony Robbins,
Mark Jennison.
Mark Jennison. Like this guy. I'm
this
very
is about you. This isn't about me. This is about you.
But I'm very fortunate, I think, to be working alongside Mark because I want to be better than him. Like he inspires me to be like better than him.
That's one of the things I told you right when you first came in. Is I actually truly want to see you be better. I mean, it'll make me be better to make you better.
Yeah.
This isn't competition. You can. I guess it is in essence, but I just think we all help each other.
Not really. Yeah, it is. I mean, there's enough for everybody.
I believe you only need to be better than one person, and that's the guy you look in the mirror.
That's it.
1% a day. Now you're better. Your level might be. I might be here. You may surpass me because you have better gifts.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes us better or worse. Not to try to discredit what you're saying.
I gotta look good.
Yeah.
But
he didn't have his workout. Yeah.
But what were you guys talking about? You guys were talking about the importance of like surrounding yourself with the right people, and I think like being around, even you, like when I hear you doing your yelling, like your
Ric Flair.
Woo! Dude, like that, it's just like positive energy, motivating energy, and when he comes in, it's motivating energy, and then he gets me motivated, and then maybe I'll say something that motivates him, and it's just like the synergy. It's super important to be around people who think like you, and when I learned about Massive Action, I looked for so long for someone that was on the same mindset as me, and that's why I came all the way. I moved all the way out here because I was like, dude, Mark, I need to work with this guy. I need to be around this guy. I need to give this guy as much value as I can, so that he wants to keep me around, and that's what I've been doing, and then that's why we're gonna create big things.
Big things coming, which we're gonna put out in the next episode. I'm gonna talk a little more about that. Not that you guys probably already need to know because I did, but I want to land the plane because we're getting a little close on time. Top goal in your life?
To be the best father, to be the best husband, to be the best role model I can be for my friends, my family members. To lose 40 pounds. We're in the gym. We're doing big things. But I got, a nice little gut here I got to get rid of. So probably lose like a good 40 pounds. Still maintain, good muscle mass.
We didn't talk much about fitness.
We didn't talk much about fitness. We're out of time. And then also to be a multi-billionaire by the time I'm
because money's not a bad word.
45. I only got a couple years left, just so you know. I look good though, huh?
Kevin, top goal.
I would definitely say that I really want to give back to my family. Not just it is monetary. Like I was gonna say no, but it is monetary. We've lived, we still do. We live in poverty, according, we do. I mean, we're not like
sure, no.
So yeah, I would love to give back to my family, especially my mother, who's been through a lot. And then after that is just give as much value as I can to the world. You know, it's interesting because it's all about giving.
It is about giving. You know what's funny is like, you know, we talked real quick, you know, and when I say a multi-millionaire, it's not, money's not a bad thing. And a lot of times so many people think that money is a bad thing. It's not, because what I'm talking about, what I'm going to do with my money is on a whole nother level, right? Because I want to be able to give back. I want to be able to give back to communities. I want to be able to give back to churches, to the Latino community, for you. I mean, there's so many things that we can do with money, positive.
Yeah.
And you can do a lot more with millions of dollars rather than you can do with hundreds of dollars.
As long as you use it the right way.
Exactly.
I mean, if in my top goal, obviously everyone knows my son is my why, my purpose. But my top goal is to be the top giver in my church, community, and charity of my choice. Those are the three things that I want to do. Then my second one, give Phoenix the most abundant and most opportunities. Go to college. I mean, all these things, they do create money. We're gonna do a show now about money. I've been staying away from it for a while because of my past, and people thought I was arrogant. But you know what? We're all. What I've learned is the people out there that have money, that did it the right way, not dickheads like myself that I was. They give and give and give. That's why I made a mistake, and I didn't realize I made the mistake until I'm coming back up now. My money doesn't come in.
You can't outgive God, man. The more you give, the more you're gonna receive, and you'll never be able to outgive God. True story.
Right. You know, my money list, because giving isn't just, we're giving a ton right now. How much time do we give a week? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not all monetary right now because we don't have the inflow of money. We're putting the outflow right now to get the inflow later.
Yeah, it's when you say, yeah, I mean, we are like, I didn't think about that. We're giving so much every day, and we're not.
It's
We're not getting paid yet.
We're not.
Because
You
it's
sit
about-
back. We've done Inspiration Ministries. We've done all these free things we do, phone calls,
The prison.
the prison, the selling bands, the free things in the morning that I do just because I know not every day I want to make a video. Some days I don't know what to talk about or what I'm doing, but I know the people out there. I'll get one message. If I get one message that day that says it made their day, it means I did something right,
Absolutely.
even if I thought it sucked. So we're giving that for free, you know? Outflow, outflow, outflow. We really kind of got off track on this one.
We did. We left it a little bit open, but that's what it's about, man.
So I think we're going to end it right there. So look, I am Mark Jennison. This is the Comeback Corner. If you guys want one of these wristbands, go to markjennison.com. Fill out the little star. Is it on there? There's a little star up in the right-hand corner. And we'll send you guys some wristband. Also, keep your eyes out because we got 2 projects that are going to be dropping within the next 90 days. And they're going to be, I'm just going to say it, they're going to be revolutionary, life-changing. I'm going to change my life to help you change your life. Or I should say, I'm changing my life to help people change their lives. So, I'm Mark Jennison. This is the Comeback Corner. Jason Braun. And you are?
Kevin Garay.
Watch him. I'm actually want to give him some more credit lately, or give him some more shout-outs. So, if you don't know him, find him on Facebook. I can't say his last name. You guys have a great night.